Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This week is a bit bittersweet. We're tearing apart the cabin so we can move it to a permanent foundation. But first, Hunter reinstalls our RioLink cellular camera so we can keep a remote eye on the property. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to watch more of our videos of us developing a homestead on our 32 acres of raw land in south central Alaska.
Hey folks, we're back. It's another week out at the homestead. November 16th, Wednesday. Ambient temp 11 degrees Fahrenheit. So today what we got going on is right behind me here, you see this little spruce pole, this action. Yeah, that one. That's going to be mounted up in on that stump there. There, I've taken the chainsaw and I've flattened off the side. I can screw through it and that should hold it in place. That's the hope anyways. So right now what I'm going to do is I got to rig up the camera on the pole and then put it up on the stump. More right at when it's mounted up there, it'll be pointed at the sun. We're going to try that. I think this is what my wife would want. Yahtzee! Come on! Oh, my fingers are not happy. All right, guys and girls and everybody, it's in. Okay, so this is the way it would be. That way is the sun. This way, facing straight up from here, straight this way, will be the camera. I think that's going to work. And I think it's going to work. This is the company that makes the camera that we're using. RioLink. This is what their brand looks like. This is what it looks like. They are really cool because we are not sponsored by them in any way. This is not a paid advertisement. I just wanted to tell you what we're using because it seems to work. We put this up. It's a solar panel, and then I got the camera itself charging in the truck. And like I said before, if you watched the video of me taking it down off the tree, you kind of already saw it's this little pod-like camera. Well, camera goes here, solar panel goes here, and there's a wire that connects the two, and then it's connected with the internet through cell phone service. They're really cool because I can be anywhere around. I could be at home, I could be off doing something, I could be hunting, I could be anywhere, and I can just pull my phone out, hit my RioLink app, and bam, now I'm looking at the cabin out here at the homestead. I can look at anything I want that the camera can see, and the camera can turn in like 180 degrees. So like all the way this way, and then all the way this way. So back to business. So anyways, really neat camera. We have had some issues with it working in the wintertime because we don't get a lot of sunshine here, but we're hoping that now that we've cut even more trees down, that we're going to get more sun in here in our opening, and maybe it'll be enough to keep the camera on. So we got our camera strapped on there, kind of where we want it. And then we're going to screw it in place so it can't move. That's a drill. That'll be used here in a minute. Camera will hang here, and our solar panel will go here. Let's get those mounted. Spin it on there. Make sure it's clean. Here's the actual camera itself. That's the lens part of it, and it's got a little antenna. And then back here is where the solar panel plugs in. This screws on. That little green light means it's charging, I believe. Well, this part should be fun. I'm going to attempt to climb up the pile, up to this stump here. That's where we're going to mount the pole with the camera. I'm going to try to cut a flat side on this with the chainsaw so that there's a good spot for the pole to, you know, sit flat against the stump. That actually wasn't so hard. Okay, now the real meat and potatoes part. Climb up there with the pole, put the stuff mounted on the end of it, and put it up there. Camera looks like it's in a good place to turn. And the solar panel, I got it pointed perfectly right at the sun, straight south, this direction. That's looking good. I think we can call her good. I think we're done with that. Well, look where we are. Do you see it? I see it. Because it's right in front of me. It's right there. It's a cabin. Remember? Back when it all began? Boy, you guys started watching the first film of all the films. Started films. Goofball. Videos. All the videos. This wall here is what we were making when you guys last saw anything really to do with this cabin. And you're probably wondering, like, what's a guy's plan here? Like, he's by himself. It's 11 degrees. Oh, can you see that? Unbelievably, amazingly, the excavator started. Yes, because we need it. The plan here is this 2x4 here, I'm going to screw it down onto the wall. I'm also going to take another 2x4, which you can kind of see sticking out right here. I'm going to take that 2x4 on the other side of this wall. Backside, same thing. Sticker straight up and down. Then, this took, I'm not even sure if this is going to work. I just want you to know. I got this. Okay? I got 2 of these bad boys. I'm going to put this in through the 2x4, through the log, in till just this part is sticking out like this. Then I'm going to go around the backside on that other one, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stick it in all the way, drive it in all the way up. It's only that much or so is hanging out. Then I'm going to hook a chain on it. And I am definitely not a professional log builder. I am not a professional builder of any kind. And this is my first cabin I've ever built. And I'm having to move it. So this process, I've never done this before either. So I'm kind of winging it, doing the best I can, however you want to say it. Hey, it's not a big deal. All these logs I've processed and got myself off my own property here. So at the end of the day, if I ruin all of this and it doesn't even ever get used again other than for firewood, technically we're not really out a whole lot of money. So it's just my time and effort into skinning the logs and shaping them and stacking them up like this. That is tied in, and this isn't going to come apart. Honestly, I don't think this is going to be that bad. I really think this might just kind of pop off of here and I can just set it down off to the side. That's my hope. Maybe there's some people giggling about my hope right now, but that's my hope. And I do have a couple of screws. If anybody remembers me doing this before, you'll see, remember I have a screw in the top 3 logs, and I leapfrog the bottom one up to the next log as I go. Just kind of keeps the logs all sunk down tight next to each other for building the wall. I don't believe I screwed it down to the 2x4 at all. So basically, once I take this screw out right here, technically, and I put my little eyelets in and hook onto it, I should be able to pull it a little bit this way and off of the foundation. This is just a regular old, it's a crescent wrench. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's just your standard 8-inch long crescent wrench. Eyelets on both sides. So that's the program. Same thing on this side, except shorter 2x4. It doesn't go all the way to the top. Got this screw right here we gotta get rid of. And then it's time to try to rig up the lifting chain. I'll put a shackle on each eyelet, okay? And then I got a shackle. Whoa, sliding down the hill. And a shackle right there in the back of the bucket. Got a chain. So now I think we're gonna lift this wall. Oh, wow. Are you guys seeing this? How is that happening? I guess I gotta run a saw. When I started to lift, I separated this from this. That whole thing came up. That's not what I had expected. I gotta try something. I'm gonna try a little. I don't know. Okay. Do you guys see what the problem is? I can see what the problem is. There's these little posts, like this one, sticking down. Well, there's one just right about here somewhere, and it's catching it. It won't let me pull it away. I think if I just break that, I think I can get the wall off. Okay, all three of my dowels are cut off now for sure. Let's see if we can't pull it out. Well, we got it. It worked! Ha! Well, now you see my vertical wall. Is it? No, that's not. I just turned it on side. There it is, guys, girls, everybody. It's there. It's off. The wall is off. There it is. There it was. Would be right in that area right there is where it was. Now it's over here. So now I got to figure out a place to set it down. I'm super, super happy that went that way, that easily. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna swing it around and set it down over here. I got a couple of sticks, a couple of trees on the ground over here. We're gonna set her down. Just thinking like, how the heck am I gonna get the hooks out? But I just realized how I'm gonna do it. Grab the backside and just lift it up a little bit, and I can reach under there and get that thing out of there. Got it. Got Cedric helping me today. I don't get help very often. It's kind of cool. We're all hooked up here. We've got our strap screwed into the wall. Had a little bit of an issue with the eyelets that we used yesterday coming back out. They're bent, so I can't get them out. And I didn't bring any extra ones, so anyways, we're on this game here. So I got a strap screwed in on each side. It's hooked on the tooth of the bucket, and we're gonna try to peel it with the hook and just move it off and just take this wall off. And I hope that I can swing it around, set it down right here on top of this one. That's my plan. Let's see if it works.
Katya, you want to wave and say hi?
Hey everybody, how's it going? Guess what? I got company today. Probably wondering what the heck's going on with that. Well, it's not Monday or Wednesday or Tuesday or any day of the week. It's a Saturday. So kids are out of school. Mama's not working. We came out here to do some work. What we're going to do today is we're going to finish taking apart the cabin, hopefully, and do some fun stuff. Let the kids ride their snow machines around, and we're going to reheat some pizza on a campfire for lunch. Just do all that normal stuff. Okay, I scraped as much snow off of it there as I could, so hopefully we can see some of the screws. I had all these 2x4s across the top here. I'm hoping to save them, so I'm gonna try to unscrew them and take them off there, stash them in the shed over there. So that's what's coming up. So I'm having to take all these screws out of the 2x4s, but there's a lot of ice. This is my secret weapon. There's a torch. Well, we are not just unscrewing. Got more going on than that. This is a dowel. Ew. That I had drilled and pounded through. There's another one there. So, not only do I have to take all these screws out, like that hole there, But I have to cut the dowels now. All unscrewed everywhere, so I'm going to take my Sawzall and get that rigged up, and then I'm going to go around and cut all of those posts. And you can kind of see an example right over here where we popped one off. Tia actually popped that off with the pry bar, and you can see the two little dowels sticking up. So that's what we're fighting. I'm just going to snip them off underneath with the Sawzall, and hopefully that'll take them off nice and easy. So what we're dealing with here now is these logs are not really going to be saved. The thing is there's a layer of insulation in between these two logs, and it goes all the way around, you know, the whole thing in between. At this point though, really the only thing salvageable here is these little metal cups that adjust the foundation up and down. So we're going to unscrew all those, but at this point I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my big chainsaw out, and I'm just going to cut this into sections all the way around, and then pieces that we can handle, and then put it away and to the firewood pile, because that's really all we can do with it. It's kind of a shame, but that's really all we can do. So anyways, get that thing out and get it warmed up. Well, it came apart a lot easier than it went together due to my handy disassembly tool. Only works for wood though. Well, that's it, man. We took it apart, so now we got to take the cups out and salvage those, and then the rest of this is all just gonna kind of get scrapped off to the side and cut up smaller and split up into firewood. And we're gonna start harvesting logs for the cabin.
All right, now we're going to clean up the mess and use the excavator, save our backs a little bit. This is my view of Hunter while he works. Right around the campfire. It's pretty amazing.
Okay, everybody, there's really nothing left. It actually doesn't even look like there was ever a cabin here in the first place. Pretty crazy how a few minutes of a chainsaw and some equipment will do. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I appreciate all the likes and subscribes. I got a little helper here with me. This is Hatcher, and he says,
thank you.
Yeah.
For subscribing.
Thank you for subscribing. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and we'll see you on the next one.